It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show.
In the AL Central,
The Royals
held their opponent to just 2 hits.
as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 7-0. They now have won 14 consecutive games. Jose Abreu
Smacked a home run and drove in
Afternoon baseball for your viewing pleasure on a fine Sunday afternoon from Comerica Park in Detroit. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers. Salvador Perez, the American League's leading hitter, continues his bid at a batting title right after this. Daniel Norris gets the ball for the Tigers in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Leading off
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. One of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Seared down the first baseline. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
First pitch, 111.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
1-2 the count to Billy Hamilton. We'll be in the 80s later this afternoon, but for now 79 degrees at first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Goodrum scoops it up. Throw to first is in time for the first down. Chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches. consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
Now the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Goodwin stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Now the pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Batting third.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Into the box, George Brett. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Stewart ranging back to the track, to the wall, onto the bullpen roof, and gone. George Brett with a solo shot, number 14 on the season, and the Royals are on the board first. It's 1-0.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot is the result.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He's had a phenomenal year at the plate, entering this August contest as the league's batting average leader.
I've never been in this position in my career before. I wonder if he's counting games down. You certainly want to walk away at the end of the year with a batting crown.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. But the Royals are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Home half of the first coming up at Comerica Park, and the Royals are off to an early 1-0 lead. Heath Billmeyer gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, he wasn't all that bad in his last one, pitching into the 6th inning to pick up the win. We'll see if he can go a little bit deeper in this one.
So stepping in, Zue Lin. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Tigers, the shortstop, Zue.
Here comes the first pitch.
Lin. Nope.
Ball 1. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he'll ensure that this ball stays foul, and a smart play, as that would have been a base hit if it had come back. Fly ball out toward left center field. Waiting on it is Goodwin. 1 out. A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, like everyone else, I can't wait to see what Miguel Cabrera has in store. I mean, he's got over 400 home runs. Any manager would be happy to pencil his name into the lineup and rely on that power every time he comes to the plate. What a luxury this club has.
Digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
Down 0-2.
Count remains at 0-2.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Batting third, the right
So
field.
bases are empty here with 2 gone. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard to the right side. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. It's the Royals 1 and the Tigers nothing. Digging in, Alex Gordon. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
This guy can do just about everything when he's in the lineup. In the top 5 in the league in runs scored, and he's a big part of this offense. So there's more to this guy than just swinging the bat. He can get on base, too.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. The head-to-head numbers with Daniel Norris. He has 9 base hits in 21 at-bats. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Stewart has a read on it. 1 out.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers.
Number 66.
And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Swing hard liner to left center. Check out the league leaders in hits. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that. So digging in now, Chipper Jones. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High fly ball out to deep right field. Castellanos looking up, and that one is gone. A 2-run shot off the bat of Chipper Jones, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, and the Royals have moved out to a 3-0 lead.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. The head-to-head numbers with Daniel Norris. He has 7 hits in 20 at-bats. And of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. That evens it up 1-1.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Heading out towards shallow right. Castellanos moving in. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting 9, the shortstop, Adalberto Mondesi.
Stepping in, Adalberto Mondesi, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
This guy's having a really good year for his age, but this is something we've seen a lot lately. Young players coming up and impacting a lineup.
Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-2 the counts of the Royals shortstop.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. takes this the other way to right. A dive, but he can't come up with it in right as it skips right past him. Around second now and headed for third. The relay.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning. But I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
So a man at third here with two gone. And in to hit next, the speedy presence of Billy Hamilton. He's set. Here it comes. Hit back up the middle. Lynn takes it in the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
And those are plays that cost you ball games. You're already losing, and then you make an error like that to compound things. That's how things snowball on you, and you start to feel like you can't do anything right.
In now, Brian Goodwin. Pitch swung on and missed the throw.
0-1.
And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the bases. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
0-1 the count. A ball and a strike to Miguel Cabrera. Two balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman. The 2-1 is a fastball that misses. Kristen Stewart is on deck. Comes back with a dandy of a curveball there, and it's a full count, 3-2.
That swing looked kind of out of control to me. It looked like he was trying to dial 9, but when you're down by 4 runs early in the game, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 14.
Up next steps Kristen Stewart. He was hitless in the shutout last night. Here comes the first pitch. This is on the ground over to first. The second for one. On to first, and they get them both.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Into the box now, Nico Goodrum. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 10 home runs and 34 driven in. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
All even now, 2-2. The 2-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. Tigers are shut down there. They trail here 4-0. Into the box now, Brian Goodwin. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And a high throw as Cabrera's got no shot at it.
This could have been much worse for the first baseman here. He goes up for the throw, leaving his feet, and exposes himself to a potentially devastating collision because the throw was down the first baseline. He's lucky he didn't get taken out right here.
Standing in now, George Brett, and it's fouled away. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. The 0-1 on its way. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Stewart looks up. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. George Brett scores a pair with that home run. His second of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Wow, nothing more demoralizing than giving up 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game. There's having a guy's number, and then there's absolutely owning him. This could be the latter.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon.
Your attention, please.
So he'll exit
Now
here this afternoon to a smattering of boos
Number
after what can be described as really a
Victor
subpar performance. Stepping in now, Salvador Perez, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. In his career, Perez has a .280 batting average. The 1-0 misses, ball 2.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Now the 2-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
I'm sure the boys are going to blow him up in the clubhouse for that ugly swing right here. But he has a chance to regroup. Take a deep breath, take a step out of the box, and know you got a few to play with.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Stewart is there. And that's the first out of the inning. So with one gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up the veteran left-handed hitting outfielder Alex Gordon. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Jones moves over, and that's the second out of the inning. So they do pick up the out here, but with 6 runs home against them already, it's not going to help out the team ERA by any stretch of the imagination. And as you see, they're 2 away from the bottom spot in that category. 13th best, if you will, in the AL. Into the box now, Ryan O'Hearn. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball too high, and it's 1-0.
0-1, no strike.
2 out, nobody on. Weak grounder down the line at third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. The Royals come up with a pair, however, on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's the Royals 6 and the Tigers nothing.
This lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult...
Here's the first pitch to him. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
0-2 count and the pitch. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1. And with 1 away for him here in the inning, let's take a quick look at the standings, and you can see that these guys pretty much have the division in hand to this point in the season. Jacoby Jones the next to hit, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mind in the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hamilton is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Rene Espinosa.
Coming to the plate now, Rene Espinosa. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. Chopper foul. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Another one sent foul. Fouled off. The next 0-2. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, but this will land untouched.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
And Chipper will take this one in, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Back from Comerica Park in Detroit as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, Royals manager Ned Yost talked with me between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Heating up for Kansas City.
Digging in to try it again, Chipper Jones. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
1-1.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pulled toward right center field. Castellanos has a read on it. 1 away.
Now batting, the second baseman.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Whit Merrifield. He's set, and the pitch. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. 6 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with it at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
Into the box, Adalberto Mondesi hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. KC down in order. They lead it 6-0. Now at the plate, Zue Lin. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The shortstop, Zue Lin.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Lifted down the line in left, and no one will track it down. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pitch is popped up, and no one will track it down. Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Grounded to third. Taken in by Brett. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Up next for the Tigers.
And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Royals' Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. So coming to the plate, John Hicks. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And that misses, ball 1. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Line toward the gap in left center. It's down for extra bases, and the Tigers have their first hit of the game. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know about that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Nick Castellanos now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Popped him up. Perez has a play. And that's the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Tigers, the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Now batting, Miguel Cabrera. He's been held in check in the series, just 1 for 12 coming in. First pitch on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Cabrera, an imposing right-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He's a 17-year big league vet, so I think you could say he's just about seen it all.
Yeah, you said it, Matty. Nothing else has to be said. In order to stay in this game 16 years, you have to be a great talent, a great teammate, and have the ability to adjust and evolve as a player. So hats off to him.
Merrifield scoops it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Detroit. They still find themselves down 6-0. Back to the top of the order now, and in to hit next the speedy presence of Billy Hamilton.
Billy Hamilton.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this is cut on and missed below the knees, and it's 0-1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most two-base hits this year. And, in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. Digging in now for Kansas City, Brian Goodwin. He reached on an error and later scored his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's 7-0.
Now just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Into the box now, George Brett, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Fastball at the letters, and he turns on it, hits it high and deep out to center field. And this is run down out there in right center as the runner tags from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Salvador.
Now in the box, Salvador Perez, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. From the belt, the pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. A swing and a ground ball to third. Candelario comes up with it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. But one's all they get as the run scores.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Now a swing and a ball hit on the ground for the first baseman Cabrera. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Royals 8 and the Tigers nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
For the Tigers.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The left fielder,
digging in, Kristen
number
Stewart.
14.
They'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Grounded to the right. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, but this will land untouched. Stewart gets his lead at first, nobody out. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 11 for him on the season. And they're now on the board, though still well behind. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pitch saws him off as this one's lifted in the air, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
Now batting, center
Into
fielder,
the box, Jacoby Jones. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. 2 runs, 3 hits, and 2 errors for the Tigers to this point. In for a strike, it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. At the plate, Rene Espinoza. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Here's the first pitch to him. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Stepping up to the plate, Ryan O'Hearn. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Number 66.
First delivery to him on the way. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
Standing in now, Chipper Jones. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 delivery. Up top, it's 2-0.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Here's the 2-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul. 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. One out, nobody on. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. And that's a base hit into center field.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
With Merrifield next to hit. He swings and sends a bullet to right field, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Adalberto Mondesi.
So striding in, Adalberto Mondesi. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And that one swung on and missed 0-1. So far this season, Mondesi has an eye-grabbing batting line, one that resides above the 340 plateau.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. One left for Kansas City, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. So striding forward now, John Hicks. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
The 1-0. 1-1 the count. Now a curveball misses inside. Pitch popped up. And there's out number one.
The right fielder, number 9.
Now at the plate, Nicholas Castellanos. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a curveball's in there, 1-2 now.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
And Chipper's got it, 2 gone now.
Up next for the Tigers, the first baseman, Miguel.
Stepping into the box, Miguel Cabrera. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
To the left side, but it's well foul. Here now the 2-2. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Now batting.
Stepping up now, Kristen Stewart. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1 count and the pitch. Line to the right side. And Chipper will take this one in, and the side is retired. Tigers leave 1. Still 8-2. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. Royals leading this one as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do so, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. In this one,
Blaine Hardy.
Billy Hamilton will be the first outfielder. Brian Goodwin. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Offered and missed. Here's the throw. The throw pulls him off the bag. Hamilton stands at second with no outs. And the runner's breaking for third. He swings and misses. Throw down. In plenty of time, and he's out at third.
I noticed he had a big lead there at second, so I wasn't surprised when he took off, but that lead didn't pay off as he still gets caught trying to swipe third.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. George Brett will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. 2 out, nobody on. Brett behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Good change.
Into the later innings, down by a bundle. It's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike.
His command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Nico Goodrum
Now
was
batting,
retired for the
third
first
baseman,
out in the bottom half of the 7th inning.
Wow, that's one of the
Caliball.
toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. The 1-1 home is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball. Called strike 2 as he locks him up there. Here now the 2-2. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, but this will land untouched. The 2-2 one more time. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance
Now
in this
batting,
one. Pretty
center
much has been
fielder,
sure outs other than that
Jacoby.
one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
This is back toward the mound. Oh, and he just throws the glove up there and snares it for out number 3. Down in order go the Tigers. Still 8-2. Standing in, Salvador Perez. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Salvador Perez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Where this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher. The 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. Moving closer towards our conclusion now. 8-2 the count in this one, as our line score will give you a look at how we got to this point in the contest. Coming to the plate now, Alex Gordon, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But a foul ball here, 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. His career numbers against this pitcher, just a 1 for 12 career line. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Now the 1-2 home to Gordon. Slow roller down the third baseline. And a barehanded attempt, but he can't get his palm around it. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Lifted into center field. Jones is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting,
Standing in, Ryan O'Hearn. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Stewart is in pursuit. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Royal striding in, Rene Espinoza. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Drilled right back up the middle. Barehanded for one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
The designated hitter.
So base is empty now after the double play. And standing in is the DH, John Hicks. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Tigers failed to make any noise. Still 8-2. Daniel Stump enters now in a mop-up role, as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 68.
Digging in and looking for more, Chipper Jones. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Here we go with inning number 9, as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Line to the right side. Castellanos is there. One quick out to start inning number 9.
The batter, number 50.
Ready for another shot now. Whit Merrifield. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Line towards center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Stepping in now, Adalberto Mondesi. Well hit deep down the right field line, and that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Merrifield, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Into the box, Billy Hamilton, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. One strike offering now to Hamilton. Grounded foul off to the right. Oh, and 2. Here it is. And another foul ball. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Goodrum has got it, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. Now at the plate, Nicholas Castellanos. He's hitless coming
Leading
into
up
this
for the
at-bat, so the
Tigers,
hit streak he's been riding
the
is
right
on
fielder.
the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Line hard to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So he waited till the ninth inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Hamilton. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, number 14.
Digging in, Kristen Stewart. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
0-1 count and the pitch. Ball one.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump, giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time. As a pitcher, you just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
This year against right-handed pitching, Goodrum brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
The next 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Waiting on it is Goodwin, and he makes the catch for the second out. So his day is fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Kansas City starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, I've given up trying to predict when this amazing streak's going to end. So I'm just going to congratulate them and say, well done.
8-4 the final this afternoon. The Kansas City Royals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Heath Fillmyer earns his 12th victory in the ball game as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Daniel Norris only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
8 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours.